Well, I finally did it. I bought an RV, and it took 10 years to figure out which one to buy, and I'm still not happy with my decision. But I've decided that I'm never going to find one that checks every box. And that's sort of what I was looking for. I wanted an RV that checked every box, and it doesn't exist. They are all compromises. No matter which one you pick, they are all compromises, and you just have to figure out what can you live without. And anybody that is watching this that knows me, they will probably verify I'm not much of a guy to compromise. It's just not in my nature. So one of the things I really didn't want to give up was all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. I prefer four-wheel drive, but where I'm going to keep it is the property I own, which I've done some videos on, and the road going in there can be fairly difficult. I'm probably not going to be doing overlanding and rock crawling with the thing, but I also don't want to drag it out of the sand with the skid steer every time I go to park it. So I really wanted four-wheel drive, but I also wanted a layout that I liked. I will go over a couple of the particular models that I was looking at for a long time, and I just couldn't decide between the two. It really came down for a long time between the Winnebago Echo, which is actually a fairly new model, but before that, the Travato, the Revel, and what got me started recently wanting an RV was the Winnebago View, which my wife and I saw in Death Valley National Park, and we were like, well, that's kind of small, you can take it anywhere. Piqued the interest. But as I sort of did my research over the last couple of years, I really narrowed it down to either the Echo, Travato, or Revel. What I like about the Revel, four-wheel drive, you can kind of take it anywhere. What I don't like, it's pretty small. Didn't like the floor plan. Don't like the bed that goes across this way. The bathroom is really small. I guess if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you don't need a whole lot of space, but I really liked the floor plan of the Travato K. But the problem with the Travato K is it is on a Ram ProMaster. It's two-wheel drive, doesn't have a ton of ground clearance, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get stuck. If I were to buy that, when I take it to the land that I own and go to park it, I'm going to have to, if it's really sandy or really muddy, I'm going to either have to get the skid steer or the tractor to pull it out. That didn't sound like fun to me. The Winnebago Echo. That one is a fairly recent model, and it was really on the radar. So that was in contention. Things I don't like about the Echo, not a big fan of the cassette toilet, which the Revel also has a cassette toilet. I've never owned an RV, so maybe I'm wrong about cassette toilets, but I think I'd rather have a holding tank. So that takes me back to the Travato, and then it's two-wheel drive. So I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Even went to an RV show, looked at some tow behinds, and they give you a lot of space for the size, but then when you add your tow vehicle, you're really long, and it's not going to be functional for some of the things I wanted to use it for. For instance, if I want to go to the beach and get there early so I can do some sunrise photography, I don't want to carry a travel trailer pull behind because it's going to be impossible to park. With a camper van, I can just get there at 3 o'clock in the morning, take a snooze, get up, do my sunrise photography, and I'm in and out. I narrowed it down to a camper van. I saw some pull behinds at the RV show I really liked. There were the Tabs and Initech or something, I believe it's called the Soul. Those were pretty cool, but I really wanted a camper van. So which did I decide? Travato or Revel, Echo, Storyteller? Well, actually, I went a completely different direction and bought a Winnebago Bolt BL. And that sort of came out of the blue. Why did I buy it? I'll go over that in a video next week when I go to pick it up. But it is 4x4, but it has the size of the Travato. And those are two of the bigger reasons. But I'll go over some of the details in my next video. But anyway, I'm going to be coming home with a Bolt BL 4x4. Hopefully it makes it. Joined some Facebook groups and done some research into Bolt. Certainly has some people who are owners who are very displeased with the build quality. So we'll see how it goes. Today is July 9th. I'm picking it up on the 14th. I'm going to Iowa to pick it up. Going to take 5 or 6 days, I think, to get back. I'll record some videos and post them when I get back. But a Bolt BL is in the future. Hopefully it's going to take me where I want to go, and we'll have many adventures together. So thanks for tuning in. More to come.